Hello, and thank you for joining me. This is Joanna, the Medium channel, and I'm Joanna. I am your medium and also an intuitive coach. These are going to be your general messages for September 2017. Few things before we go into your reading. First and foremost, thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who have been my loyal viewers, thank you so much for coming back, and thank you so much for purchasing your private sessions. I can't thank you enough. And I do what I do because I love helping all of you. So thank you so much. For those of you who are new, I hope that you find what you like here. Perhaps you were guided by a fluke to come to this channel, and hopefully the messages that you hear will resonate with you on some level. Because these messages are general, they will not resonate with all of you. And sometimes they will not resonate with you at all. Sometimes certain parts will resonate with you, and sometimes the whole message will resonate with you. And from my experience over the last almost 2 years of doing these videos, what I'm getting from you is that they're substantially turn out to be quite personal for you, and I love hearing that. But if you want a private session, of course, that information is down below for you. And for those of you who are getting back to me and asking me questions pertaining to the general message readings, I cannot get back to you and I cannot answer your questions because these are general. So it's impossible for me to tune into every single individual. And even if someone does connect with me and ask me a question about a video or message in a video, it's impossible for me to get that information. Also, for information or for videos that are long term, you can of course go to my Vimeo On Demand page, where I have videos from July until the end of this year posted. That information is also down below for you. Also, on Monday, September the 4th, on my show, radio show, I will be interviewed by my beautiful friend Stephanie. She was on the show previously, and she's going to throw questions my way. I have no idea what they are. This is a complete surprise for me as far as what the content of her questions are. So stay tuned. This is going to be an exciting show because I have absolutely nothing as far as prep time. It's just going to be what it's going to be. So tune in. And for those of you who can't tune in, that show will be posted. I will post it on this channel, so it will be available for you to listen down the road. The information on the show, if you want to listen to it live, is also down below. And if you want to book a private session, there is a icon that will appear to you right there at the top, or there's information regarding my booking or the way to book appointments. Also, that information is down below for you. And you can see the name at the bottom of the screen, joannathemedium.com. You can go into my website or to my website and contact me from there. And last but not least, I am expanding, I am changing. Spirit is pushing me in a new direction, a more expanded direction. So over the next few months, you will see a lot of changes to my site, a lot of changes to the way I work, huge additions that will benefit you. So over the next few weeks, I will post a video on what those changes will be. And it's exciting for me because it's going to be offering a lot more services for you. So stay tuned. And I think that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for liking, sharing, for subscribing. I hope you like these videos, and let's go on and start your reading for September. Stay tuned. Hello, beautiful Aquarians. This is going to be your reading for the month of September. When I was asking for the overall energies or for the overall messages when I was shuffling the cards, I asked what is the most important message for you for the month of September. And the message that came to me for you was this: love yourself first and foremost, and the rest will stem from that place. So although it is a message that is universal, I feel that for the month of September, it is really important for you to remember that as you stay focused on your journey. The other thing I kept seeing, and it was very apparent to me, that many of you are coming full circle with something. I feel September is extraordinarily powerful. I don't necessarily feel it's just for you from, Aquarians. I feel it is powerful in many ways for all of us. It probably has something to do with the shifts, with the culminations of eclipses that happened or transpired in the month of August, but it feels very, very powerful. It being a 9th month also signifies a month of possible endings, but it doesn't necessarily mean that endings are a bad thing. Endings often signify culminations, which is what I was seeing, where we have come full circle with a certain aspect of our lives, and it's time for us to move forward. And as I say this, I'm being shown in my mind the image of the Fool. The Fool is the energy of a zero. It is the brand new awareness that something is about to transpire. We don't know quite yet what it is, but we are being pulled towards something new while we are leaving the old behind. So when I see this energy in my mind, it signifies to me that many of you are on a brand new path or are on the way to start a brand new path, a brand new beginning. And it actually was shown to me that many of you will be coming full circle. And I'll go into details in just a minute. I also felt that, what I was also asked to say is that you need to focus, and this is intent focus on fulfillment of your wishes and wish fulfillment on creative vision and manifestation. So basically the message was in the month of September. And I feel the month of September is a start of something. It will not necessarily be something will transpire in the month of September, but I do feel it's a start point for many of you in building something new, bringing something fresh into your lives, fresh, brand new things coming your way, which also implies that some things may have to go in order for the new things to come into life as a replacement, if you will, for the old. But the message that was really, really potent, or the really important for Spirit to forward, is the word on focus. So there is a need for you to focus all your intention on your desired outcome. Now, the outcome doesn't have to be anything specific. Sometimes we know something new is coming in, but we don't quite know what that is. So what Spirit is asking you to consider is, and I said this before, consider focusing on the emotion that you are after. So if you are after peace, focus intently on that emotion. If you are after happiness, focus intently on that emotion. If you are after love, focus intently on that emotion. And what it does, it allows the energy to be literally directed in the specific way that you will direct it. So I think most of you know that manifestation is a byproduct of focusing our attention, which comes with a feeling or emotion in a certain direction. So that's why they always say don't focus on fear, because you'll get more of the same, because it literally means you are pointing at a fear, and that is where you will send the energy to create more of the same. So the month of September is really important for you to envision what it is that you're after, what it is that you're looking for, but also be very mindful of the end result, which is the emotion you are after, because everything we do is literally an emotion that we are after. So if we are looking for a relationship, we're looking to feel loved and be in love. If we're looking for abundance, it's because we want to feel safe and we want to feel fulfilled. It is an emotion. That's why it's important to focus on an emotion. And the other message was expect nothing but the best. So again, expectation being the key word. If we expect nothing but the best, that is where our intention will be focused. So because of the energy surrounding the month of September, for you and I believe for others, but let's talk about you, seems to be around fulfilling certain wishes moving forward and starting brand new endeavors and starting fresh in some aspect of your life, it is very critical for you to decide on what it is that you're after, intent on it, and focus and expect nothing but the best. So obviously if we expect the worst, well, our attention and therefore the energy is directed in that direction, and we don't want that. So that is what I saw, and that is what I was asked to say right off the bat. Then I asked through the cards for the cards to tell us, or the messages to tell us, what are we dealing with in the month of September as far as the overall energies. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So I believe another sign got this. So listen to your other signs. This represents letting go of some emotional pain that you have been holding onto. And this may be stemming from something that's fairly recent, and this may be stemming from something that is very, very, very far back in your background. It also may be something you may not be aware of, but is blocking you in some way, particularly in relationships. So because September is the 9th month, and it also in numerology signifies endings, I do feel that many of you are coming to a point where you are deciding to end a certain emotional struggle that is connected to a loss of some sort. This could be a loss of job, this could be a loss of a relationship, this could be loss of security, anything that is associated with loss, heartache, heartbreak, any one of those things or all of those combined, you are in the month of September, you have the opportunity to start fresh if you decide to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Now, as we all know, we have this thing called free will, that no one is going to force us to decide to do this or that for the most part. So the focus again here is on letting go of things, because there is the energy you are working with in the month of September is an energy of newness. And remember what I said at the very beginning, brand new energy also implies that we have to leave some things behind, because if we carry a whole bunch of garbage or baggage with us, there is not enough room for energy to come through, and it's simply you will not allow. So this is one aspect of the month of September, letting go of emotional struggles, emotional agendas, emotional attachments that are stopping you, preventing you, blocking you from feeling empowered, being in a relationship, feeling secure, safe, all that stuff. The other card we have, two cards came up, is the card of intuition. So this is the card of High Priestess. So right away, this is telling me that in the month of September, many of you may have to choose, may need to decide, or there will be decision placed upon you or in front of you where you will have to figure out which way to go. You may also be sitting on this decision and, sorry, my guide is talking to me. You may already be sitting in this decision, and you may have been sitting on it for quite some time. For some of you, 4 months, and in the month of September might actually be the time where you decide to resolve something, absolve yourself of something, disconnect yourself from something. This will require you to listen to your intuition. Okay, many of you are in a position that are afraid. You're in a position of being afraid of making the next step. Whatever the next step is for you. But until you make the next step, everything will remain status quo and also stagnant for many of you. So again, the month of September seems to be bringing a lot of newness, opportunities for change, opportunities for brand new awareness, and we'll talk about that in a second, and opportunities to start something new, start something fresh off the ground as it's being shown to me. And when I talk about it, I'm being shown the sun, which tells me that there is a potential here for you to have a brand new beginning. Now, you may not have the entire manifestation of the brand new beginning in a month of September, but you will most definitely have the ability to start the process that will manifest or realize itself in months to come. So the other thing that I wanted to say about this is that it is critically important for you to use your logic, yes, but also really pay attention to your intuition. And sometimes when we are dealing with a highly emotionally charged circumstance, sometimes our intuition may be clouded, or it may feel clouded. Why? Because a lot of fears will come up, and intuition is very subtle, it's very gentle, it's very soft, and oftentimes it'll get overclouded or not blocked, but it'll get overclouded or clouded over by fears. In that case, if you have a decision to make in the month of September, it is important for you to meditate on it, to sleep on it, or to reflect back over the past few days, weeks, or months, and notice what your intuition has been telling you. Sometimes, and actually oftentimes, we will have an intuitive feeling, but then eventually when it comes to making that decision, a whole bunch of fears will come up, and we will decide, or we will be left with second guessing ourselves and thinking, oh my God, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? So that is, again, something that many of you might be expecting in your life. So some situation where you're ready to make the next step, or you have been thinking about making the next step, and this is to do with endings or letting go or detaching yourself from something or someone, but your fears come up in the month of September, and I actually can feel it in my throat. Okay, the next card we have is from this beautiful deck, and it is Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I love her card. She's amazing. And it's phenomenal, because I said to my guide, okay, show me what's the next message. And I actually saw the vision of the card, and the card fell out. And this is the card. So when I see certain things in my mind and then they come out as a card, those of you who may not know me, or just, most of you may go, well, why are you surprised you're psychic, right? No, it's still to this day, when I get these confirmations, I'm like a kid in a candy store. So I'm just going to put it out there, because I always get very excited. So the card is called Observer, but it is in the protection message, which is how Colette calls it. So basically this card, and I don't even have to go and read it, basically this card talks about being focused on things that are based in our old perspectives, old paradigms, old way of looking at things, or looking at things in the way we want to, without the ability of opening up. So the card is a bit of a warning, and not a warning. The card basically says, the message here is, open yourself up to different perspective. Open yourself up to seeing things from a different angle. Open yourself up to different possibilities that you may not have known or considered before. This may come through an advice from someone professional, someone who's a friend, a good listener, someone who may give you a different take on your situation and hence give you a different perspective. So remember what I talked about at the very beginning. The month of September is a potential of brand new beginnings for many of you, many of us. And I feel energetically is a very potent month, but we have free will, and in order for us to move in a certain desired direction, we have to allow ourselves to come to the conclusion that sometimes we need to let go of the things, obligations, ways of thinking, old perceptions, old focus, old ways of thinking, in order to manifest something different, something better, something much more fulfilling. So this is about being open to new perspectives, allowing yourself to see things from a different angle, allowing yourself to see things from another person's perspective. Basically opening yourself up. And whenever we open ourselves up, we become that much more enlightened. The next card you have is the card of Ganesha. I love these cards. Some of you have said that nobody uses these cards. I think one of the other gentlemen, Nicholas is his name, used his cards, and that's actually, I saw the card and I thought, beautiful. So this is the deck. I think I've shown that to you before. I love this card. This card is all about determination. So notice the card and the color. It's all about red and yellow around him. Red is the first chakra. We'll talk about that in a second. Yellow is all about the center, our abdomen, our solar plexus. So the first chakra is all about safety, security, stability, determination, and feeling solidly grounded in earth and in this existence. Yellow is all about our own power, our own powerhouse, creativity, feeling abundant. If we have blockages, I'll use the term blockages loosely because I don't like that word, but if we have blockages in any of those areas, we will have a tendency to hold on to things too strongly because we are afraid of losing security, safety. A lot of this red chakra stuff is manifests itself in issues around stability and also money. So for those of you who have had consistently challenges around money, not enough money, not being able to hold on to money, money somehow is attracted to you but then it leaves, you have some challenges when it comes to your first chakra, and it's all about your connection to how you feel about the world with regards to your safety and stability. So again, looking at your life from a different perspective. The other part of this message is knowing that the more grounded and the more secure you feel in yourself, the more abundantly you will manifest your reality. So if you feel strong, if you feel confident, if you feel empowered, if you feel powerful, you will have a tendency to expect the best, which is one of the messages that was at the very beginning, and not focus so much on the worst. Now, many of you come from background of lack, L-A-C-K. This is typically 9 times out of 10 something that is a manifestation of the way we grew up. So if you have any challenges with money, if you have any challenges with security, if you have challenges with feeling unsafe in your relationships, and you have the tendency to look at your patterns over time, if you have a tendency to attract people, situations, and circumstances that leave you feeling unsafe and ungrounded, you have to look within yourself and ask yourself, what is it within me that I am projecting to the world that then the world sends to me that it reflects back to me? So in other words, what is it in me that believes that this is how the world should be? Now, I'm not talking about thinking or wanting to believe. I'm talking about the concept of you. When you strip away of the logic, when you strip away of the conscious belief, when you strip away of all the I wish I could, I want to, and you take it down to bare bones, what is within you that you are afraid of, that is attracting situations you don't want? Remember, the month of September is critical in a way that it is allowing you to start brand new. You have the ability to transform your life by making choices and decisions to leave things that no longer serve you. This has a lot to do with your own beliefs, with outdated way of thinking. We talked about that. This has a lot to do with you, who you are as a person in your body, and what you believe the concept of you is. And you are a concept, and concept is a construct of ideas that was developed or adopted by you through the circumstances you have experienced. So this is about, again, wider perspective. This is about opening yourself up to the possibility that there's so much more to you that you can't see that is actually preventing you from becoming happy. And I always say, unless you have awareness, you cannot change something if you are not able to know that it exists. So with that, I will leave this message, and I hope it makes sense. It's a tremendous month for you. It is, I feel it's extremely large, the way I want to describe it. Not heavy. It is potent. It's powerful. And all I want to say is many of you will be standing on the threshold of the old and the new. And you will have to decide which way you want to go. Do you want to move forward with a brand new awareness and brand new energy? Or do you want to stay where you are because it feels comfortable or because you don't know how? If you don't know how, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will always tell you. Listen to wise counsel. Ask others for different perspectives. If you decide you are ready, and if you say to the universe, okay, universe, I am ready. I'm scared shitless, but I'm ready. The universe will send you resources, people, messages, and circumstances that will help you. If you choose to stay, that is absolutely up to you. That's the beauty of having free will. And sometimes we need to keep repeating certain pattern until we get to the point where we feel so sick of it. There is no other obvious choice. So tremendous energies, huge potential for incredible change. And I hope that for all of you who are listening, at least some of this will resonate with you. And above all, I wish you best of luck in the month of September. And I look forward to seeing you on my next videos in October. Take care.